everybody, welcome to the party. It's Sunday and time for some more wrestling and drama. Are you ready? Because I am. I'm always excited for Sundays. But first, we have a couple announcements to make before we get going. We want to shout out our sponsors and thank them so much for helping us make this awesome content. Roll20, Devin Rue, the Mistress of Maps, Tabletop Loot, and So Nerdwear. It's what the nerds wear. And then check us out on Discord if you want to have a chat with us, know us a little bit better. Check that out. We hang out there a lot. There's like 600 some odd people in that channel now, I think. Whew, it's a lot of people, but it's good. And then if you want to support the channel and what we do here, check us out on Patreon. Those are the announcements. I don't think I missed anything. I think I'm good.
Give us money or don't.
Or don't. Whatever you want. We're good. Hey, Lucha. Oh my gosh. Sorry.
Wow.
Yelling
it's
at you in the
almost
middle
like
of
I'm here.
I don't know you. That's what happens when I check out chat. I'm like, oh, hey, people. All right. Let's go around and this is my morning. Y'all, I've had a morning already. I've been up since way too early.
Oh my god,
are you having fun? Are you having fun? Yeah, that was not that funny, Fox.
It's a good use of bits though.
Yeah.
Party points.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know the thousands of party points.
Gosh, I have 11,000 right now or some ridiculous amount.
Yeah, there it is, baby.
Okay, I love how we're just all having a conversation with ourselves today. All right, let's start with
really,
Jackie.
Isn't that all role-playing is? It's just a conversation between friends to create a story.
Anyway, let's go around and introduce ourselves, who we are, and who we play. Also, hi, Throck.
Hi, Throck. Sorry, Throck. Not sorry.
Not sorry. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. Jackie, who are you? What do you do?
Oh, hi everybody. I'm Jackie Baronotis, Death by Mage. I will be playing today the Cook.
And also.
Oh, I also am a best-selling freelance D&D RPG writer.
Oh, no, I was telling you who else you play.
Oh,
no! I like this gimmick.
There's some really good energy in this Chili's today.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We are on top of it today. Okay. I can't read chat well. We're all off the charts. You also play announcer. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I also play as Johnny Wong, our wonderful, very stoic announcer. No, he's not a robot.
No. Simon.
I'm Simon, Lucha Libres on Twitter. Today I will be playing Death Blossom, the edgy Chidora. And I will also be playing the role of Ramiro Rudioso, inverted triangle shaped announcer man.
I love him so much. Smurf.
Hi, everybody. I'm Smurf. You can find me on the internet at DSC_Smurf. Tonight, I am playing Ron Steerling, who is the Prince of Fab, a rising up-and-coming star in professional wrestling. And I am also playing Rory Cemetery, who is a heavily tattooed announcer boy who says mean things about people.
That's why we love him. And Fox.
Hello, my name is Fox Barrett. I will be playing with fire tonight. I'll be playing Phoenix, the underdog / sad sack of the company. As well as Kimberly Price, the announcer, who's definitely very happy to be here. Yeah.
And a terrible
wins Ron's match.
Yep, a terrible
And just the fucking worst human being. God.
And I'm Kate. I try to wrangle this game. We'll see how well it goes today, because my brain is obviously altogether not here. Who knows? And toss out fun, exciting things to the rest of the people. Are you ready to get started, people?
Oh, yeah!
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, that was good. All right.
You're welcome, brother.
We welcome.
We'll stop now.
On a cold open of the outside of the wrestling arena, which for all of you who don't know or don't remember, it's an old reused Walmart building with this says PWN using the Walmart W. and then it has P and N on the other side of it. And we see the outside of the building, and it pans down to the cook, who is, I don't know what that is, but okay.
Yeah, pick up some weird fan noise or something.
Yeah, the cook who is entering, who has just arrived at the parking lot and is surrounded by his many fans.
The cook takes the time to sign autographs, shake some hands, kiss a few babies.
People bringing babies to this show? What?
It's the 90s. People were not really smart about
Do
it.
you acknowledge, what was his name? What do we call him? Rodney? Whatever his name was. The Show Us Your Tits boy. We gave him a name last
Did we give him a name?
We gave him a name.
Some fool gave him a name. I'm glad we've all forgotten it because he's just Show Us Your Tits guy as far as I'm concerned.
Do you acknowledge Show Us Your Tits guy?
I look at him, hand him a frying pan, and walk away. and it's actually has like somehow etched and engraved into it. It says the Cook Frying Pan series.
Oh my god, such a shout out, and I love it.
Love to show.
Where's he getting the money for all this merch? Like, we're such a rinky-dink, Rudy-poo ass operation. Like,
it's good shit. I'm not gonna say no to this. It's good. Alistair, you can, and the camera pans to Alistair, in his office, looking out down through the window, which seems to look down onto the parking lot. Because I've decided it does. That may change. Who knows? Like it's down under the parking lot, watching this very stoically. As there is a knock on the door. And Alistair goes, yes. And it's Ron.
You wanted to see me?
I wanted you to have time to get your beef out before the show.
I've
Hi,
already
Mana.
had
Sorry.
I've already had my Jemison meat stick for the day. My
Thank you
beef's
for the
all
raid,
out.
Mana Pot. We're so glad you're here. Sorry. I don't mean to cut you off, Smurf, but thank
No,
you.
you're good.
Hi. Okay.
no, it's okay to cut him off. We're 10 minutes in and we're already at the meat. Time to meet. Clock it. 10 minutes.
We're at the meat of the episode now.
Lord.
Are you trying to say that you want me to no longer be upset about how the past few weeks have gone?
I mean, just look at it. Look at him. No wonder he's champion.
Because he can sell bad merchandise?
The people love him.
People don't love him. People tolerate him. There's a difference.
That's not what it looks like, but okay.
He doesn't even have a catchphrase. All he does is speak in puns. People don't like puns, Alistair.
What's your catchphrase?
He just stands back and his abs like glisten for a second.
Like a lens flare.
Yeah.
Just the lens flare.
Slow push-in shot.
I don't need your catchphrase because I'm selling this.
Prove it. Prove to me you can get the people to love you.
Okay. It's already done.
And then you'll get your title match.
As you wish.
I'm assuming you leave, and
Yeah.
Alistair literally just like is watching. Did he just Princess Bride me?
Wait, you're telling me that Alistair has seen The Princess Bride?
Yeah. Well,
know-
it's not like he saw it so much as that he had an assistant who watched it for him and filled him in on what it was.
There we go.
Yeah. That's kind of how things happen.
something inconceivable, something
as you wish, something run in some unusual size,
I'm not
something 6-fingered man, something Inigo Montoya, you deserve to die. That's about it.
You missed Mostly Dead.
Oh, sorry, Mostly Dead. I'm sorry, I did not mean to miss Mostly Dead.
And
And
now
Gotta
we-
know what
and To the
what's
Pain
hip
is
with
pretty
the kids
good.
these days.
Yeah. All right.
Shout outs to the late great Andre the Giant.
Oh. man.
Oh.
Anyway,
Topical.
super topical. Moving on. Yeah, he knows all the wrestling. People think a wrestler was in it. Of course he knows it.
Actually, that's a good point. That's why he watched it.
Well, he had someone watch it, but yeah.
Or rather, why he yes.
Yeah. The camera closes on him looking contemplative and kind of confused and moves to the credits where we see PWN presents Slaughter. Sponsored by Jemison's Meat Sticks. Jemison's Meat. It's what we eat. Totally stolen from you. That's the way it is. Then, featuring... My cat is trying to climb my computer. Sorry. Featuring
That's a weird gimmick, but okay.
the cook. And the cook's now got top billing.
Oh.
Yeah. Ron Steerling.
Fuck.
Death Blossom. The Governor. The Surgeon. Diesel. Iconic. Carmela Davis. Vince Rocketman King. Ghost. And Phoenix.
Hey. Last billing, yay me.
Live from beautiful Vancouver, Washington, it is PWN presents Slaughter. And we're open on the ring. And Corey is sitting, Rory, I always fucking say Corey, god damn it. Rory is sitting behind.
That just means everybody else in
The
universe
table.
calls him Corey.
Ooh.
Do 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 do.
Random game because someone says it. And Rory is sitting behind the table.
My name is Rory Cemetery, and this is PWN Presents Slaughter. Last week we had some intense action as the Cook and took on Ron Sterling. The Cook yet again plating Sterling and retaining the title. Will Ron ever be able to beat the Cook and take the title? We're not going to find out tonight because they don't have a match.
Ow.
Instead, the Cook will be taking on Phoenix. Can Phoenix actually survive a match against the defending champion? Last week, she was obliterated by Diesel, and they had to get out some industrial-sized scrapers to peel her carcass off the mat. We also see Death Blossom take on Ron. Last week, they had some words backstage. It spilled out into some in-ring action, and then backstage again for more words. Will they squash their beef? Or will one of them eventually have to quit? We'll find out tonight on PWN Presents Slaughter!
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
good.
Loser leaves
Shit.
town.
Leaves town. Nice. All right, and we end up back in the locker room. And well, actually in the training room. And it seems like Vampirus has not left the training room where she was put in the corner, as she is trying to dust herself off and put herself back together. She stands there and she's like, make sure her mask is tied on tight with 2
Aw,
strings.
honey.
And she's prepping for her match and doing her weird, stupid meditation thing that she does. The whole.
I think Death Blossom walks in. Get some closure on this. And watches her for a minute. So like we see at the front of the camera is Vampirus meditating, and then Death Blossom like appears out of the shadow, walking towards her.
know you're there. I can feel you.
She's like slowly walking and then freezes. Well, I guess there's nothing that escapes your notice.
Yeah, I can tell you've moved on.
I can tell you haven't.
Well, if I haven't by now, I probably will.
You know that I did what I had to. This is not a space where we can wrestle and expect people to come out without breaking something or losing something. The stakes are higher now. You must have understood that when you came here.
I see who you are now. We're fine. You go do your thing.
Death Blossom pauses, clearly has more that she wants to say, but sees that Vampirus is like closing off. So she says, I guess so. Well, maybe the next time we square off, things will be different.
She just kind of ignores you, doesn't say anything.
I should go.
And Death Blossom leaves.
Yeah.
And you see Vampirus dramatically turn around and say, next time I'll show you. And then it cuts.
Yeah.
It cuts to Phoenix in the bathroom.
Oh man. Phoenix is in the bathroom lifting weights.
All those arm curls.
Should I do those arm curls?
Yeah, it's just like having a bit more difficulty with it, certainly. But she's seen Ron do this a bunch, and like I don't know, it seems to work out for him. So it's just a lot of she's just like sitting there. Is she on the? She's on one of the toilets. Why not? In fact, no, that's the scene because we're such a classy operation. It cuts to the bathroom, and you just hear. As the camera's like slowly trucking around the corner until eventually it's just the reveal of her on the John, just like.
Oh my gosh.
She will continue to do this until someone interrupts her.
I just like to leave space if someone wants to interrupt her or not. It doesn't have to.
I wasn't sure if you had
No.
a scene for her or not.
It's Phoenix bathroom motivation is what I have on the whatever she's doing.
Okay, so I've got a match tonight with the cook. God, what is Phoenix? All right, so like I think yeah, she drops the dumbbell on the bathroom floor.
It cracks the tile a little bit.
Oh shit. Well, my pay's getting docked for that one. Okay. The cook. All right, how do you deal with a cook? We got the fire in the kitchen angle. That's good, but also cooks aren't really known for their expertise in wrestling, so maybe I can get at him through that. This is pathetic. Okay, no. Back up. Hey, where did you get that apron? Did your mom give it to you? God, Jesus, Phoenix, come on. As she rolls through in her head in the mirror.
As you say that, the cook is actually standing by the threshold of the bathroom and says, "No."
Just through the door?
Yep.
These bathrooms are co-ed. You could go in.
Yep. No. These aprons were hand-stitched by my fans.
Well, your fans suck. I don't mean that. I'm sorry. They're probably very lovely people. But you are a mean man who hits people with frying pan. You're a mean man that hits people with frying pans. That rhymes. That's something. That's something, right? That's the start of just looking in the mirror again. That's something, right?
And he pulls out like a frying pan conveniently from his back pocket.
Where there always is a frying pan.
It's the fry pan space. It's just magically there.
Mhm.
Hey now, you put that away before somebody gets hurt. I've got
Do you see him? Aren't you outside the bathroom?
I thought he was in the doorway.
I'm by the
Are you-
doorway.
I thought he
Oh,
was
okay.
I figured he was looking in the doorway.
Oh, okay,
Doorway,
that's
yeah.
better. All right,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
For a minute,
Yeah.
I thought you were on either side of a door. That was how I was envisioning this. Well, you do you.
I had to master the art of the frying pan.
The only
And
thing
also,
that's sorry.
also-
You go ahead.
thank you. Also, everyone respects a person who can flip a frying pan.
The only thing that's gonna get panned is your performance in the ring tonight when I put you through the bottom of it. The cook.
The cook kind of walks over a little bit, leans in to Phoenix's face. I'm going to enjoy roasting your turkey.
Well, bring it.
I think that's where we're close. That's so good. Like, I'm gonna enjoy roasting your turkey. Well, bring it.
She has a look of -2. I have to say, true to the fiction.
I love it. I forgot to have you make the top of the card move.
Oh, yeah, we should- Yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta
We
do
need
the
to do-
over the top, right?
Yeah, the top,
Alright.
the over move. Yeah. So roll.
I roll plus look. Okay. What did I? Oh, okay. Thank God. I was like, wait, is that okay? That's a 7. I misread.
Okay.
All right. So I get to pick one.
Yep.
And you know what? It's gonna be the part where I think I was pretty much kind of almost calling out
Yeah.
on Phoenix a little bit. So I'm gonna do that to explain themselves and gain 1 heat with them. So we're gonna start this match with a +4. We're gonna
I
start our
like
match
it.
with a +4 heat.
I dig it. All right.
Yeah, because this is such a hot angle. Phoenix and the cook. I mean, we do have beef as a thing. Like, we've got kind of a feud going on, but like,
Oh yeah,
this angle, I don't know, y'all.
this angle.
I don't know.
You
this
made me
angle.
do this. I did not make anyone do this. This was all
Oh, yeah.
y'all's,
Oh, yeah.
y'all's thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then
Alright.
we close and we open back up in the locker in the training room, but it's completely dark. And music plays behind as the light comes in on Death Blossom, surrounded by a whole room full of flowers again.
Budget
Commercial
for
again
this
for-
show, Jesus. The
Death
roses are
House,
merchandising.
Death House,
hot house flowers.
Death House, Hot House Flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Death Blossom has her back to the camera as like a spotlight turns on and the room is surrounded by flowers. And she turns around and says, there are only 2 things that are certain in life. Death, and grabs one of the roses and sniffs it deeply, and the undeniable quality and beauty of Death House Hot House Flowers. Death comes to us all when we least expect it. Why should you not mimic the beauty that can be seen there by surprising your lover with something a little sweeter while you still have time on this mortal coil? and she throws the rose, throws petals off of the rose as she's walking around the
It's a very
locker
small
room.
room, just so you know. It's very.
She's
small,
just like
yeah.
walking in circles,
Yeah,
just like
I
throwing
love it.
them over
I
her
love it
shoulder.
so much.
And finally, like picks up another one, and says, "Death House, hothouse flowers are sure to bring the spark of danger to any special occasion, to make sure that your friends and loved ones understand that, just as I know, when you embrace the rose, you may touch the thorn." And she bites into it dramatically. It's clearly a plastic rose. Gets real close to the camera and just winks through the mask.
And then it fades out. I love that so much. It's so good. And we open back onto the. I can turn this music off. I can't. Okay, go off. Thank you. To the ring. Behind the announcing table are Ramiro and Johnny, the most unlikely of duos.
It's finally happening.
Do you believe? Do you believe?
Welcome back, everybody, friends and wrestling fans, to another beautiful. It's a little bit sun showery today, but another beautiful day in Vancouver. Today we are looking at Vampirus, the dark queen of the night, ready to take on Vince Rocket Man King and his dapper ways here in the ring after facing an extremely embarrassing unmasking in the ring last week at the hands of Death Blossom. Let's see if Vampirus is able to restore any shred of credibility or honor that she may have had in the past. And if Vince Rocket Man King can do anything to establish himself as real royalty here at PWN. What do you think, Johnny?
Well, it will be quite an upset if Vampirus loses again for the third time. And it will be definitely a match between the Rocket Man and whether or not he'll be overcome by the Mistress of Night.
I forgot how boring Johnny actually is.
That was
So good.
For Johnny, that was really flowery, though.
Yeah, for
That was a
Johnny,
little
that
flowery
was like
for
a
Johnny.
little flowery for Johnny, but like still.
But that's as far
Even
as
then,
peak.
I was like, wow.
He's
I
been
forgot.
practicing.
He's been trying so hard. I love
You can
it.
see like there was a little bit of effort and it like caused like sweat to bead down for a moment. It was like, ow, ow.
Wow, so much.
Emoting hurts me.
The music starts to play, and Vince Rocket Man King makes his way out. I want to remind
Austin
everybody,
Powers ass intro
Yeah.
music.
he's wearing like a tux, a full-on tux, and he walks down like his dapper self, carrying a martini.
Oh my god, this piece of shit.
He's a total piece of shit. And he's like toasting at the crowd, drinking. Kisses like 5 women on his way to the ring. When he makes it to the ring, he literally just takes his outfit and like tears it away. The whole thing is like a tearaway tux. And he's standing there and like tucks like the tux briefs. And what looks like boots that look like fancy dress shoes. And he tosses his martini into the crowd and just stands there like.
I have to know, did the martini still have liquid in it?
Yeah, of course it did. He's a dick.
Ah!
Well, there he comes down the aisle, Rocket Man King. Always a showboat, that one. Whether he's got an old fashioned or a Manhattan in his hands, he's always sure to be the lady killer in the ring.
Yes, he has a kill rate of 7 to 10.
Yeah, I can smell that cologne from all the way from here, from ringside. Let's hope that nobody lights a cigar. I think we might have an explosive situation on our hands. Very pungent stuff. Could be Panther's blood. Could be Golden Mustang. Not really sure. Not really my thing, but who can say?
The arena again goes to black, and the lights pop up on the fog as Vampirus is just standing there like this. And she slowly makes her way down to the stage again, remember, flapping her wings the entire time.
And descending from the rafters like a bat out of hell, here comes Vampirus, ready to try and reclaim any bit of her reputation from last week's humiliating defeat. But hopefully she'll be able to show us what she's got and flap her way to victory and really ascend to the not really sure where I'm going with this metaphor, frankly, but I just get so thrown off by that eerie aura that she has and that terrifying menace with that lies in the heart of vampires.
It is certainly mesmerizing, Ramiro.
Boy, Johnny, I really couldn't have said it better myself. Truly goes without saying.
And we have the really bad announcer, like always. This is a singles match between Vince, Rocketman King, and Vampirus. It's scheduled for one fall. And then you kind of hear like it ends, and he's like, "Was that good enough this time? Come on, guys, is that good enough?" And then it cuts off.
Did we get it? Did we get it?
And this starts out with Vampirus just standing there in the middle, kind of in her serene sense, as Vince just tries to tackle her and pin her down and kiss her. Whoa. I don't know why that happened.
Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. I was like, I didn't do it.
I'm futzing with volumes and I broke a thing.
Oh, no, it's fine. As he tries to tackle her and tries to kiss her.
Well, that's not a standard first date impression.
Just fucking cue Ron's music.
Well, there's Vampirus trying to gather her power and her strength. Vince comes in and looks like he's going for... that's certainly an unorthodox move, but by God! And Ramiro slams his fists on the table. It's Ron Steerling! He's coming out! He's coming out of his cage! And it looks like he's going to be doing absolutely fine here today in Vancouver.
So Ron comes out with a microphone in his hand, like one step before he gets to the end of the cord on the microphone on the stage. He starts talking. Vince, what are you doing? That's no way to treat a lady. This is a wrestling match.
He literally stands up and he's like, "It's how they like it."
No, it's not.
I've never had complaints before, Rod. It's not like you score with the ladies all the time.
I score when I get consent.
God.
While you're talking, Vampirus stands up and just takes him and grabs him above the middle and flings him over into I never remember the names. I've looked at them like 85 million times, but flings him over her back and just piles him into the ground. Whatever that name is. I need to be better.
A German suplex?
Thank you, a German suplex. I know I should remember the names, and I've been looking at them a lot, but they just like fly out of my brain as soon as I need them. And she just stands on his chest with a stiletto, looks at Ron. Thank you. Leans down and says, "No, we don't like it." And she just proceeds to beat the shit out of Vince Rocketman King in the ring.
Jesus, jumping Jehoshaphat, the German suplex from Vampirus flips him over and crushes him into the mat. And by God, she's just really going to town on him. It looks like there's an elbow drop and another snap kick, a spin kick, 3 punches to the left, latissimus dorsi, pounding on the glutes. I think I can't even see. There's just so many limbs flying around, and there's a Vince Rocketman King shaped pulp in the ring right now.
It looks like the Rocket Man will not be flying today.
That's right. It's all dead on arrival for Rocket Man King. Surely the ref has to step in at any time, right now. But it doesn't look like it. He's just really being just driven to school in the bus of pain by Vampirus.
Should we have rolled the run-in on Ron's
Oh yeah,
interference
Ron needs to
there,
roll the
or-
run-in.
So I figure if that's not a run-in, it's either cut a promo or it's the babyface move. Like it could be so many different
True.
things.
It could be like, what do you want to do with this?
Probably babyface.
Okay.
In that case, you just spend 2 momentum and pick a thing.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where the
Uh,
thing?
It is on the
play
Under the roll moves, under like the same sheet as the basic move sheet. So cut a promo, feat of strength, break kayfabe. It's right under that.
on the very first page in the lower left corner, little box is the roll moves.
I'll just leave Vince Rocketman King speechless.
I like it. I like it.
leads into Vampirus beating the
yeah.
crap out of him.
And
Mhm.
she
Sense.
positions him in the middle of the ring, jumps up on the turnbuckle, and just does a leaping frog splash across, lands on him, and pins him. And the ref is like, 1, 2, 3. And the bell rings.
Bing, bing, bing. It's not coming through
Well,
on my
it
headset,
was-
which means the stream's not getting it. Sorry, I gotta
Oh
fix that.
no, what's going on? And then Vampirus's music is playing as she just puts her foot on Vince and says, "Shape up, kid, or ship out. No one wants what you have to offer." And she like stabs down into his insole, and then just walks up to Ron, kind of nods at him, and keeps going.
Well, I tell you what, Johnny, that was a quick match, but certainly a study in contrasts. We really saw here the two sides of the coin. One in which you do whatever you think is right to try and get the attention of somebody, and the way that you actually do it, and pure people with respect that they deserve. Just really incredible display from Vampirus, showing off that women's liberation is here and alive and well, and that for Rocketman King, you might be stuck in the backwoods Stone Age. Thanks to Ron Steerling, the Prince of Fab, Golden Boy, the real true gentleman of PWN, showing everybody how to treat the ladies right, and frankly, just about anybody that you have your heart's intent set on. What do you think, Johnny?
You see Johnny with like a little flag that says Fab rights, all human rights. I agree, Ramiro.
I just love it.
A little wiggle with a deadpan stare.
Yep.
Good. And Vince pulls himself out of the ring and tries to make eyes at the women, and they're not having any of it. Like, they have turned on him dramatically.
Well, it looks like
Consent, people.
Vampirus did what a lot of people were looking forward to for a long time. Just a real putting him in his place that's been a long time coming. And whether or not anybody has been willing to say it, it sure looks like Vampirus took the words out of their mouths and did it for them. I'm sure everyone in the ring is ready and thankful that she stood up right now and made a statement for what is proper consent and equality. And I just, somebody take the mic away from me. I gotta work this out. That's just real fired up. I'm just incredible. I didn't realize this was such an important issue to me or to anybody else here in
Okay,
this
and
ring.
then literally it just fades out.
You know, it's just like melting down.
Yeah, it's like, ah! So
Cut his
good.
mic, cut his mic, cut his mic. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
The mic's cut first, and so it's Ramiro, and you can see that Ramiro is still talking, but you
Yep.
cannot hear a word he's saying, and then it just fades to the locker room. And
We're gonna
Ron
briefly
is-
lose music because I gotta reload roll 20. It's being real weird.
oh, okay. And we open on Ron in the training room, working out like he does.
I'll have the cook come in for this one. Kind of leans in from on the side of the lockers. You gonna be ready for your match?
Oh, the oven's preheated, all right.
gotta make sure you glisten, pretty boy.
I always glisten. People love it when I glisten.
I don't feel good about this. Oh, why? Why?
Wow. Well, you gotta be buttered up before our rematch.
Listen, man. Not sure why you're here. I'm just trying to work out, get my pump on. I got a match later today against Death Blossom.
Well, I hope you turn Death Blossom into a death salad.
Listen, about the whole salad thing.
At that moment, Phoenix walks in. And with both hands, she's carrying that dumbbell from earlier.
Oh yeah, it's tiny.
Well, damn it, she's carrying it with both hands.
I know, I love it. That's the best.
Oh, wow. You moved up to the 5-pounder? Good job.
No, thanks. Thanks for the suggestion, Ron. It was
Yeah.
conk.
Good job.
Yeah, that was really. Am I interrupting something?
Yeah, the cook is in here talking smack about food again. I'm not entirely sure what he's here for.
Yeah, you're like obsessed with food, the cook. I guess that makes sense, actually.
I'm a cook.
Yeah.
You know, I've only ever seen you make one thing.
Mistakes. Ha!
Oh damn! And I'm gonna high five Phoenix.
Is that freaking kayfabe promo? I can't decide anymore.
I don't know. She can have a good one once in a while.
Yeah.
Well, I still have the championship belt.
That's a
Yeah,
good point.
I'm aware. I see it. It's on top of the apron that you always wear.
Yeah.
It says AAA Mega Champion.
The camera
like,
just
I get it.
tilts down, tilts back up.
I get it, man. Yeah, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get in here. You're trying to get under my skin. You're trying to, you're trying to butter me up, and it's not going to work. You try to what's it called when they take the syringe full of butter and herbs and they you inject it under the skin of the turkey? What's that
Oh,
called?
like an enema?
No, no, but in cooking, what's that called? That's what you're trying to do to me right now, right? Because you're trying to, yeah.
Baste. I'm trying. Am I trying to baste you? Is that what you're
I
saying?
don't think that's based, but it's
No,
close
no.
Oh,
Inject.
You're
inject.
trying.
It's like a
Listen.
food enema.
I understand what you're trying to do here, and I appreciate it. But I'm here to wrestle for the people tonight. The people deserve top quality wrestling. And that's what I'm here to provide for them. I'm not here to be baited or anything like that.
It's not a cooking show. The cook.
We wrestle here.
We wrestle here.
all right. Well, I hope your wrestling is enough.
If I lose, I lose. I know at the end of the day, I'll have my time to shine.
Well, you're always really shiny, Ron. It's the oil that you. I mean, she just points at his abs. I mean, you meant metaphorically. I have a thing. I should go. I should go.
So, Cook, got any new products that you're going to try and sell to your fans?
I'm sure I will. I have to speak with my new manager about it.
Come on, creative.
Oh yeah, okay, the man she walks in. I forgot. God damn it. I have so many fucking people. Okay. That moment, tall, thin woman walks in wearing a pencil skirt and a nice blouse and very dark hair pulled back in a bun. You're welcome. And
Why
she
is?
says-
Oh, go ahead.
And she walks up and she says, "Yes, I'm here to help Ron. Not Ron. I'm here to help."
What a
Fuck if I
twist!
know what I'm
Oh my
talking
god!
What a twist!
Shit in my life sometimes. I'm here to help the cook market himself the best. He is the champion after all.
Are you aware that you're green?
Well, my outfit is green.
Oh, so you made that choice intentionally. It's not a fashion choice that I would have made.
Because you're so fashionable, Ron.
Yes,
She
I
rolls
am-
her eyeballs.
the Prince of Fab. Maybe you've heard of me.
Can't say that I have. And she looks at her clipboard. Anyway, we have business to attend to if you have time. You have a cooking show and a talk show in a few minutes. Don't forget.
That's right. I do. I have a talk show now. Looks at
Why? What? No one wants to listen to you talk about your goddamn slap chop. Okay.
Claws are out.
The manager looks at you and says, excuse me. I don't think you understand just how big of a deal the cook is. Maybe you should take some lessons from him on how to interact with the fans.
Lessons
must be
from
going-
you? I don't even know who you are.
Oh, from him. She said from him.
From him?
Yeah.
You want me to take lessons from him on how to interact with the people?
I'm what the people want, Ron.
Food? Your food?
It's obvious he has no understanding of what is actually at stake here. Let's go. And she goes, and by the way, my name is Olive. Olive oil. I'll be seeing you around, Ron.
Okay. Bye.
And it fades out to what is Death Blossom doing right now?
I have a plan.
Okay.
I think as Phoenix is like walking out from the locker room, we get like a parallel shot where Phoenix is walking and then like bumps into Death Blossom in the hallway.
Because she's not looking the right direction, 100%.
Right.
Ah, son of a bitch. Oh,
Phoenix, I need to talk to you.
what? Yeah, okay. Do we
She,
like
like-
each other right now? I've lost track. Oh.
She throws open the closet door and like pulls her into a mop closet. Um,
Okay. Whoa,
So
flashbacks
good.
to high school. Yeah, what's up?
the camera is like really uncomfortably close
Yeah.
to everyone because
Yeah.
Because you're all
get the
trying to
camera
fit in
into
this
the
stupid closet. Yeah, it's so
Right.
good.
Listen, I need to level with you about something.
Okay.
Ron and I,
Hmm?
you know, we have a serious match.
Oh, match. Oh, whew. Wow, I thought that was going in a completely different direction. That would...
No, God, no,
No,
Ron,
it's-
oh,
No, he's, yeah, I don't know. He glistens. People seem to like that.
no. Next you'll be saying that I'm attracted to Rocket Man King.
That guy's a jerk. Anyway,
I have some taste.
it's, yeah, clearly,
I'm not desperate.
No, I wouldn't suggest it. Just you pulled me into a closet, and I thought, you know, like,
No.
I thought a lot of things. Death Blossom. What are we doing in here? Why are we?
Get your head out of the gutter. Listen,
Yes,
Ron and
yes,
I are
focus.
going to to wrestle for our status, our position within the league.
Uh-huh.
And if I lose,
Right?
I leave. If Ron
oh,
loses, he
right.
leaves.
Oh, jeez. Okay. That's really heavy. Wow. You guys should probably cut better deals with Alistair than that. Urgh.
It was a heat of the moment decision.
Oh.
And so I am, this is like really hard for her. I am
Yeah?
asking you
Me?
to...
You need me to talk to Ron? Do you need to talk to... I can talk to... Do you need me to talk to Alistair? Because I can talk to
I
him
need you
too.
to help me.
Oh. To help you talk... Okay, now this is
I
more
know that you and Ron have had your disagreements. I know
Yeah.
that tensions are high.
Mm,
And I know that you do not always appreciate the surprise factor of things.
you know, there are rules to how this is supposed to... Sorry, my elbow. Yeah, there... I'll just not talk with my hands. There are rules, Death Blossom.
If I'm going to be real with you,
Oh,
and
okay.
she like her like position completely changes, like her whole body language changes. Listen, they're not going to fire you if you lose. We know that.
Well,
That's what Phoenix does. When you lose, somebody always has to be the punching bag. But if you join me in the ring, we can take down Ron. You can have your revenge, and if things go poorly, you'll be fine. You'll walk away with no consequences.
You're asking me to interrupt the match and throw it so that somebody gets DQ'd and then the match is like not legit anymore, so nobody has to leave town. That's what you're asking me to do?
We know the way this works. I'm absolutely breaking kayfabe.
I know. I figured. I was like, this
100%.
is so good.
Yes.
What is
that.
my reel here? My reel is
Roll plus realist.
right 0. All right, so flat 2d6 roll.
You can add momentum to it if you need to.
3.
Okay, it's not gonna be enough momentum.
No. All right, so let's see what
Okay.
happens on a.
Oh no, I decide what happens.
Oh, you get to decide something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So the way that Death Blossom is spinning this is like, so I have realized I have perhaps this is difficult for me to say, as you may understand. I have
Yeah.
gotten myself in deeper water than I anticipated, and I do not want to throw away my shot for foolishly letting my feelings get the better of me.
I don't want either of you to have to leave Death Blossom. Like, Ronan is, he's well-meaning, but you know he has his eyes set on a higher prize, and honestly, we've had our differences. Honestly, I've kind of lost track. I really don't know what this is between us anymore, but I don't want you to go either. I can't believe I am saying this. She like tries to jab Death Blossom in the chest, but it's like, just, like knocks over like a can of something. Like, oh shit! But pushes a mop aside. You will owe me for this, Death Blossom. I want you to understand that.
Whatever you need, I will always be in your debt.
No.
I know that
That's just.
in the ring, I do what I must do, but I promise you, I am more than what Vampirus says about me.
I'll see what I can. Let's see what I can do. Could you just, your foot?
Okay,
I need
look.
you
Yes, she shoves by. Like, I think she shoves the cameraman out of the way as she's getting out.
Good. Boom into the cat.
Right. There's like maybe a mirror in here or something reflective. We get a shot of like the cameraman like
Yeah.
in the reflection of the camera. So it's like the shots going
Absolutely.
around.
Just
Low budget.
Love it
lowest.
so much.
The lowest.
It's a little bit better. You have a little more audience. Don't forget.
That's
It
true.
is. Well, then there's like a fourth dude in there. There's like a boom mic operator trying to be like,
Yeah, it's in the shot, just like slowly lowering.
yeah, it's like right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push around it to talk to Death Blossom.
That's good. I like it.
She's like, okay, thank you. Liz, just do what is in your heart. Do what you feel is right.
Right, my heart.
And she
okay,
leaves.
Okay. Well, if anybody knows what it's like to have to struggle in this company. The Phoenix walks out of frame.
I love it. It moves to the ring, where the cook is standing in the middle of the ring with his kitchen kit, whatever it is. I can't remember.
It's like the little like makeshift kitchenette that they put out there on the ring.
Right.
Because we're pulling off like a Martha Stewart kind of interviewing kind of style.
Yeah. And who are you interviewing today?
Let's interview. You know what? Let's interview Vampires, who just won that previous match.
I like it.
So it cuts to the camera. The cook is preparing some food, and Vampires is probably going to be, doing her normal shtick.
But she does seem kind of interested in it, so she tends to like be leaning in.
Oh yeah. So
you guys need blood pudding.
Why yes, today's special is going to be something a little bit on the horror side for those who have that macabre desire. And so he's actually cooking an actually like a decent steak on like near a little bit on the rarer side, and he's actually going to be wrapping it with bacon, and then he's actually going to and you're like, where's the production coming from this? There's an oven? What?
Yeah. What? How is this even working in the middle of the ring? Who knows?
Who's?
Like extension cords.
Lots of extension cords. Sparks on the distance, like just blitzing off on the extension cords.
And
just
Vampires is like,
It's a guy with a fire blanket.
My
waiting.
favorite.
Just waiting. Just like, it's like fire safety.
And he just has that same shirt with staff.
Yeah,
written
staff.
on it in Sharpie.
So, Vampires, tell the audience a little about yourself. How did you first get started in wrestling?
The darkness came and overtook me, and I became one with the night. And then, and thus, Vampires was born.
I see. And besides joining PWN, what have you worked with other networks before?
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about the past.
He looks around and as he's cooking, I don't see Death Blossom anywhere.
I grew up with Death Blossom. On the streets of LA. We were in a promotion there. That's all I'm going to say. Things change as you get older. And she kind of has that stoic face.
It does. Just like this prime aged prime rib that we have cooking today.
On the rare
just
side, correct.
Yes, still glistening with blood.
Why do people like the word glistening in this game so goddamn much?
Is glistening our moist?
It is! It's our voice! I don't understand! Like, every time! Just, no! I'm so tired of it! Ugh. Good use of the highlight there. Good use of the highlight.
Oh, God. I'm a moderator in there. I can ban people. Hang on.
You can't ban Smurf.
Watch me.
So tell me, Vampires, was there a favorite meal you used to enjoy as a child?
Favorite meal was steak tartare.
That is a good one. And as a surprise, he pulls out from underneath the kitchen head in some magical kitchen space.
Well, it's the fridge, because that's all you
Yeah.
need for steak tartare.
Yeah, that's true. So it's like you have like nice beef tartare, and he
Yeah.
actually is like, if you want it extra special, you get a little quail's egg and you crack it, and he actually scoops up, and he actually like takes the yolk and puts the quail yolk right on top, and then you're all thinking to yourselves, anybody who's watching who works for this company, are just realizing, did we just spend literally all the budget on this entire cooking demo?
Yep, pretty much.
This is why we can't have pyro.
Yep, that's why you can't have pyro. It's the cook's fault. Everybody hate him.
Like, do I get automatic +1 heat with everyone because I just ate up the budget for the whole month?
If you want, I don't care. Do you need it? You have it with everybody. Jeez.
I mean, does this count as cutting a promo?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it
counts as-
does. Yeah, so we'll do a cut to promo. Okay, so that is a 7. So, you know what? I'll take the +1 momentum because I'll need it for later.
Okay. And she says, thank you. And she takes the plate for you and takes a very small spoon
Mhm.
and just slowly starts eating it. It's like the slowest eater you've ever seen. And daintiest eater you've ever seen ever.
And the camera just zooms in.
Yeah, she's just like,
And as that's happening, it's like the cook pulls out the steak and fish is dressing it up. And that, folks, is how you cook a nice piece of meat.
show us your tits from the back. And then camera moves out.
What is the audience for this promotion?
I have no idea, but I like it, so I don't care.
The 4 dudes every Sunday who get really super high and put this on are just loving it.
Yeah, oh yeah, totally.
And then you've got backstage, there's a young woman. You've never seen her before. She's got blonde hair with highlights. She's about probably 5'11", and she comes upon Ron as he's working out. So Ron, you have a match with Death Blossom. How are you feeling about it today?
Oh, it's just another match. But what was your name again?
Oh, I'm Susan.
Susan. What I really want to talk today about is all the work that we've been doing with Seattle Children's Hospital. I think that it's really important that we give back to our local communities. I spent the last Thursday up there just meeting with some of the kids and try and help them get through a very difficult time. So if you have a couple extra dollars laying around, consider buying the Ron Sterling t-shirt. 100% of the proceeds go towards helping sick kids, and they desperately need your help.
What, are you rolling a move with this? Or are you just? I'm assuming you're rolling a move with this. This is the best good guy shady shit ever. Like, I support charity.
What would this be? I think I'm like half cutting a promo.
And half working the audience.
Yeah.
Like,
This feels more like cut a promo to me, because working the audience is really more like when you're out there, like, in
Yeah.
the audience being like, boo at me or cheer for me. This is more of a, like, you're speaking your mind. You're taking a microphone and speaking your mind.
that's fair.
So I got 8.
Okay.
I'll take +1 momentum.
Okay. That's really uplifting, Ron. I'm sure that the kids at Seattle Children's really appreciate you and all the work that you do for them. Buy that merch today. And then it fades out and we are open on the ring. And behind the announce table are Johnny and Kimberly.
Alright. Sorry, I had to futz with the thing. Hey, Johnny! Wow, welcome to another amazing afternoon of wrestle. This card is too hard to read. Ron's got a match today, John.
Yes, the Prince of Fab has returned once again to show off that chest of his.
Have you seen how glistening it is? It glistens so much. I haven't seen anything shine quite that oily since... I can't talk about that on a microphone. Johnny, you're dirty.
He props up a large zoomed in still of Ron's chest.
Oh. Where do I get one of those?
You can now acquire this on the PWN Presents merch store.
That makes me feel icky.
What? I can't imagine every girl would want to have just those luscious, chiseled, moist abs on their wall,
Stop! I hate you so much right now.
shining through the night on their wall as they dream of Ron Steerling and his incredible performance every night here on PWN.
And also now we offer the glow in the dark variant.
Oh my god, are you serious? Actually, no.
At that moment. No, you need to do something. Okay. At that moment, the announcer comes through and is like, "This is a singles match between Death Blossom and Ron Steerling, the Prince of Fab. It's scheduled for one fall." And then Death Blossom's music starts.
But Ron's music's different.
Alright, so into the ring comes Death Blossom. She is a luchadora with a black and pink motif with her skull mask with flower patterns kind of around it. Her edge of the ring has this time a couple of like cheap tiki torches that are burning. And she has a couple of like the budget's increased a little, so she's got like a few more gravestones around her edge, and she walks out with some herbs, and she like tosses them into the tiki torches, and like scatters rose leaves, rose petals from her Death House sponsorship. As she's like throwing those at people as she's walking into the ring, and like finds someone at the front, and like grabs one of the roses and like mimics like licking it, the thorns across her tongue, and then like knights one of the people with it, one of the fans in the front, and hands it off.
She
Then
is
she
so
walks into the ring and raises her hands up.
She is so gross, Johnny. Ew, don't lick things. That's gross. That's unhygienic. Johnny, are you still awake?
It's a momentum.
Johnny's just like completely just like I don't know how to react to that.
Worst announcers ever. So good. And then Ron's music starts playing.
That's Ron's music! That's Ron's music! That's Ron's music! That's Ron... Grabbing Johnny. That's Ron's music! That's Ron's music!
So Ron comes out. He's wearing his normal ring attire, but instead of having his over-the-top jacket, he's just wearing a t-shirt, which is just a silhouette of Ron giving a super kick, and it says "Super Kick Childhood Cancer."
Oh my god, it's so good! I love it so much!
And he, behind him, is pulling a wagon. And in the wagon, there is like a 5 or 6 year old boy and the boy is throwing meat sticks to people in the crowd.
Oh God.
And then he goes down the ramp, does a circle around the ring with the boy in the wagon, leaves the boy with Kimberly, says, "Watch him,"
Okay, Ron.
and then climbs up in the ring and grabs a mic and grabs a second mic and tosses it to Death Blossom.
Okay, before we get into this promo, whatever you're doing, your beef match, I want to thanks Nerdy for the subscription. Nerdy has given her advantage to Fox. Your advantage is that it will bump you up a level, so it takes the pushover, and you get to bump up any roll to one level.
Neat.
Just so you know. So
Thanks, Nerdy.
but I've decided works best in this game. All right. You have the mics.
Sorry.
Ron kind of walks around the ring for a second.
Oh wait,
looking at the...
I feel like you need to work the audience for your entrance with a child
100%.
and like
yeah.
a cancer
sure.
shirt. Like I was like, wait a minute, I forgot something. You need to like work this.
Johnny, we need to eat Ron's meat for cancer. And she's just like pawing at the whatever meat is left in the wagon.
Well, now it's just like there's now an assortmentally large pile of meat sticks.
Yeah, on the table.
on the announcer's table.
I got a 10.
Nice.
Ooh.
Gain
So
to momentum, and the audience just is so having you today. They're like, yeah.
We'll get to our match in a second here, Death Blossom. But first, I want to say what's up to all my people, Vancouver, Washington. So good to be here yet again, week after week. You guys always show out for us. We really appreciate it. As we know, Vancouver, Washington is the real Vancouver.
Yep.
So all you Canucks, I'm sorry. But this is real.
What? Johnny, why is he talking about ducks?
Well,
Fuck, sorry, Ron.
at least it's not geese.
I don't get it.
So Ron's doing his thing. And Death
I
Blossom.
think Ron was trying to go for some cheap heat there.
No, Ron definitely got some cheap heat there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Death Blossom picks up the mic, climbs up onto the ropes, and looks around at everyone and says, "You want to listen to Ron,
Yes.
Prince of Fab, who comes in here and thinks that he can distract all of you by appealing to charitable causes when you don't even know if that's something where his heart really, what you don't even know if that's what his heart really is full of. If he is just using the cause of the day to try and win over your affections. We all know what this is really about. This is about seeing true wrestling, and the only one here who can deliver that to you, who can show you what the art of wrestling truly can be without having to use any gimmicks, without having to use the children.
Whoa.
Is me.
Not use any gimmicks? Like, look at yourself. All you are is a gimmick. Nice clapback. Oh, the guy that does charity, like he's using it to gain fans? What is that? Listen to yourself talk.
I'm looking at her.
Johnny's just eating another piece of the meat stick.
She says, well, and then she just pile traps us.
Oh, so good. And the bell rings.
It's like, what's true is that all of those things are true. And like, I don't disagree personally.
Yeah, good point, pile driver.
Like, what's the most heel thing that I can do in character is like, well, you're stupid.
I punch you.
Your mom is a butt.
I'm gonna let that stand, and you're gonna start with the pile drive, and you start with control of the match. Narrative control.
I don't think it's technically a power drive, but
Oh, well,
it's whatever it is.
Whatever.
Goes for a cool, high-flying like tackle.
And it looks like Death Blossom's starting off first.
Oh, there was no bell.
Call that.
Sorry,
Call
I'm
that
choking
work,
on
I
Ron's
guess.
meat.
Jesus.
I never want to hear about Ron's meat ever again.
It
What
glistens.
What have I
Control
done?
Z. Control Z.
I can't ever delete that out of my brain.
I regret everything.
Get out the brain bleach. I got a 12 to do a
Oh,
cool
okay,
high-flying tackle.
I like it. I like it.
So hit it. I retain control. What's my heat with Ron? I'll take a heat with Ron. Bringing me up to +3. Yeah, so she's just like, oh, we're done talking. Boom. Throws him down, gets up, and I think they just start like circling each other. And what would be fun? I think because like tensions are high, I think we go for like a cool like swing, dodge, and then Death Blossom manages to catch Ron and flips him around and like grabs him from behind like that, and wants to go. I don't know what's a move from there. Like could just like shove him into the corner of the ring.
Okay.
It's like shove him face first and do like a turnbuckle or something.
Yeah. Just like, oh yeah, like has him like walks him towards the turnbuckle and then pulls him back and then bam, head smash
Ooh,
into
I
the
like that.
turnbuckle.
Okay.
Yeah. She's a bad girl.
I like it.
She's so
Nasty.
bad. So bad.
Nasty.
I feel like that's maybe putting him at risk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take a -2 for my power. That's a 5.
Okay. How do
And
you
I'm not going to spend
counter?
any momentum.
How do you counter, Ron?
So as she pushes me towards the turnbuckle, I'm going to kind of duck and spin out of the way and push her into the turnbuckle instead. And then I'm going to grab her from behind and do like a reverse neck breaker, take her down to the mat.
Okay. Don't forget that you lose 1 momentum and Ron gains 1.
Yep.
Okay.
See, Ron with the quick turnaround, just as that nasty lady tries to put him in the corner, but nobody puts Ron in the corner.
So I got 7.
Okay.
So I'm going to take her to the mat and I'm going to retain control.
Okay.
And for the next sequence, I'm going to transition to a leg submission maneuver. So I'm going to put her in like a single leg Boston crab.
Hope
got-
everyone's ready for a crab bake.
I got 8.
No,
Okay.
the cook's match is later, Johnny. Johnny, they gave me a sheet this time. Wait, that's Ron Steerling and Russell. Death Blossom right now.
Sheet this time?
I'm going to give control back to Death Blossom and take the momentum.
Okay.
Cool. So the single leg, I think maybe the ref comes out and does like a tap for like 1.
Mm-hmm.
She spins out. And I think I think I want to work with the heat that we have together. So we just do like some straight up just like grappling, like from the leg. She gets up, goes to grab him, shoves him against the ropes. Ron throws her off. She goes flying back against the ropes, and she uses that momentum to turn around and go for like a running elbow drop into Ron. So let's see how we pull that off.
She thinks her high-flying moves are so fancy. Well, I'd like to see her fly so high with... Ron's abs are really good.
I got a 10. So I'm going to take that heat to bring me up to 4 with Ron, which seems appropriate. And I think while he's on the mat, she climbs up onto the ropes again, and is like, "I'm gonna take your crown away, Prince of Fab," and does another diving, like a missile drop kick, maybe.
Mhm.
As he's like trying to get up, and then she goes for the drop kick to knock him back down into the mat.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the ever so famous missile rose coming down.
Wait, I thought that was a body slam. Isn't that a bot? I'm pretty sure Johnny's very confused.
Yep, Johnny's confused.
She hits him with another devastating body slam. Boo.
So I had a 4, so that's countered. So I'm gonna give you another momentum, and you get control.
How do you counter?
I counter by kind of rolling out of the way. We'll both pop up to our feet, and then I'll hit her with a super kick.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
I'm going to use a momentum to make that a 7.
Okay.
As I hit with a super kick, and then as they Death Blossom falls to the mat, I'm gonna play to the crowd and say, "Kick childhood cancer."
Kick childhood cancer. Kick childhood cancer.
Work the audience.
Kick childhood cancer. They're not doing. Johnny, kick childhood cancer.
He waves a flag that now says "Kick childhood cancer."
Okay, well that's good. Okay. Yeah, kick childhood cancer.
I'll use a
Gotta get some more of
momentum
that meat.
to make that a 7.
Okay.
And I'll take a momentum, and then
The audience is like, kick childhood cancer. Kick childhood cancer. Even show us your tits, guy.
Yep.
Kick
That's
childhood
amazing.
cancer.
Death Blossom's really selling it. She's on the mat, like
Yeah.
dragging herself slowly across
I
the
love
mat, like trying to get up and like bam, trying to get up, bam.
So good.
I will give control back to Death Blossom as I'm just playing up the crowd.
I love it.
Yeah. I've already done my cheap heat. I think Death Blossom like finally like crawls over to the mat to the edge of the ring and goes back to the audience member that she gave the rose to at the top of the match, and she reaches out like give it to me.
The audience member will do it. They're scared of Death Blossom.
Right, and she snatches it out of their hands, and she holds it up to her face and like breathes it in deeply, like trying to, and like feels the power of the rose invigorating her. So she like starts to climb back up, holds the rose in her teeth, and, like gathers her power, and then uses that to climb back onto the ropes again, and goes for I think just a frog splash, like while Ron's like, yeah, and she just goes with the rose in her teeth.
Oh man.
I'm calling that invoking my gimmick,
I love it.
Yeah.
Do it.
even though
Yeah,
it's
totally. It is.
not-
Totally is. No, it is though.
Yeah, no. I'm saying my stats don't support.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
your look is terrible, which is like
Yeah.
weird because she's got so much flair. But
Yeah.
It's a 5.
All right.
I'm cool with it. So it gets countered then.
How do you counter Ron?
So he's playing up the crowd, going "kick childhood cancer" and like leading this chant. He sees Death Blossom go up to the top rope for the frog splash and turns and hits her with a super kick while she's in midair.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Ooh,
It's
nice.
so brutal.
I'm
Got
tell
it.
you. Oh,
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You first.
I got an 8.
Okay. I'm going to tell you at this moment that Ron is booked to win this match.
So Ron just like devastates her with the super kick, takes momentum, and will then.
that's when Phoenix runs in.
Okay. Would normally be going to pin Death Blossom.
Okay.
She's like running down the ramp. It's just like her music hits. It's just like, oh no, don't play my music. Shit. Ah.
And there is Phoenix entering the ring.
What the hell is she doing here? Hey, get at it! Like swatting
Right.
at Phoenix as she runs by. Like, would you-
Right behind you, after
Kimberly.
your music goes off real quick, and Vampirus' music starts, and
Oh, snap.
she comes in right after you, chasing you down and tries to grab you to keep you from interfering.
And there is now Vampirus also on the ring.
Okay, but you need to roll your run in.
Here I go. Shit. What do you roll plus on that? Is it plus? It's plus
Plus
heat.
heat with the character you're running
coming
after.
Death Blossom. Just so I'm clear, did you want me coming in after you or after Ron?
I think Death Blossom was trying to get you to come in after Ron,
Okay.
but it's up to you.
No.
Like,
Okay.
I'm cool however
Then
you want to play it.
that makes that 6 a 7. All right. 7 to 9 has potential. You gain 1 momentum, and your turn. Excuse me. And then you burp into the microphone live on Twitch.
I'm sorry.
Awesome. I'm gonna take my 1
That's not why I'm
momentum.
laughing. I'm sorry.
That's okay. And then my target gets to pick one of the 3 options from the run-in list. So, Ron, you get to pick one of the 3 options from the run-in list.
Yeah,
And then
baby.
I can describe what I'm trying to do with this run-in.
On the general moves list, it will be right under work the audience. Let's see, what is it? Phoenix can attack Ron in the ring, resulting in their opponent getting DQ'd, and they win the match, which overrides the creative's booking. The interference doesn't change the results of the match, but the creative books a match between the 2 of you.
Later,
Further,
not in this
later.
episode, but later. Yeah.
Right, but later. And the interference doesn't change the result, but their opponent comes after.
You for interfering in their business.
Me in this case, yeah.
I'll have the DQ option.
Yeah,
Okay.
that works.
So, you said you had tiki torches on your side of the ring there, Death Blossom?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So I'm gonna.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna run up to that corner of the ring. And like just grab one of the like grab the top of one of the torches, and like lift it over my head, and oh god! And then she panics because she's not quite sure what she's gonna say. She just knows she has to do something. This whole thing is a farce, and I'm gonna burn it to the ground.
And at that moment, Vampirus tackles you.
And I fall into the ring with the tiki torch. Boom! And like the tiniest little fire starts on the canvas. God, it's the light of justice or something.
And pulls your arm away, so there's just this tiny fire on the canvas.
And Phoenix has become a firebird and has decided to light the entire stadium on fire.
Oh my god, somebody we're all gonna, I gotta get out of here. We're gonna all die. Ron, somebody save Ron!
And I can
Kimberly's
imagine
got
like
priorities.
And so
yeah.
Vampirus and Phoenix are now in a tussle on the side of the stage.
The poor stat kid is like throwing the fire blanket over.
Yeah, trying to put out the fire.
But he wasn't told to actually put out a fire. He just got told if there's a fire, throw the blanket over. So he throws the blanket over. It doesn't stop the fire.
You managed to. Is that how you were trying to DQ Ron?
Yeah, yeah. Like,
that doesn't really do anything.
well, I got tackled halfway through it.
Well, I'm gonna let you get out. I just wanted to know. If you had anything
Don't
else
I get
beyond that.
DQ'd? It's the person running in attacks.
Yeah. But there was no attack, so.
Oh yeah. The attempt. Yeah, I see.
So like, you managed to get free of Vampirus.
Okay. Well, yeah. Then in that case, like, I run back in there and I scoop up my torch, and I shove Death Blossom with it. Like, ugh.
All right.
Feel the flame of the Phoenix.
And then the bell rings.
Ron just turns and is like,
Oh, that's all right. Sorry, wrong thing. The bell rings. Winner of this match by disqualification is Death Blossom. This is like kind of the question mark.
And Phoenix runs out of the ring. Just jumps and runs.
As Phoenix runs out of the ring, the 6-year-old kid.
Mhm.
That's what you have. The 6-year-old kid has stood up on top of the announce table,
Oh, no.
and as you run by, he spits in your face and drop kicks your face.
Ah!
Oh.
Kimberly's just like, yeah, get her, kill her. Oh God, Jesus Christ, kid, what the?
I
God.
spoke too soon. It wasn't a firebird. It was a fiery chicken.
And literally, as you're leaving, I'm like, as you're running away, the kid's like, "You don't deserve to be Ron's friend."
Oh.
Oh God.
And as
Oh,
Death
Lord.
Blossom's music plays, we shall go to break.
Yeah, spit on her again, kid. Ron, is Ron okay? Did anybody burn Ron? And Kimberly's
No
like
one's
off to go check
burned.
on Ron.
There was like the barest of fires ever. No one was
yeah.
burned. The guy doesn't know what he's doing, but at least the fires got out. So we're gonna head to break. We'll be gone for about 5 to 10 minutes to get some water, do some bathroom stuff, whatever we need to do. Thank you, Brad McAlpine, for the follow. We're super excited you're with us. Hope you're enjoying the show and you're having a good time with this ridiculous wrestling nonsense that we play. Anyway, I want to shout out our VIP Patreons. We have Jack, we have Donald, we have Nerdy, and we have Michelle. So thank you so much for what you give to the channel. If you want to support us and have your name shouted out at all of our breaks, go check out the Patreon and give us a little. I think it's a $10 or more tier, right?
It's $10 or more, brother.
$10 or more. Thank you again to our sponsors. We love them. We love Devin Ruth, Mr. Some Maps, Tabletop Loot, So Nerdware, and Roll20. Roll20 is a special sponsor to us, and we're really excited to be using them. We don't roll dice. Not everyone rolls dice in Roll20 for this game, but we do use it for the music, and that's how you get all this sweet sounds in your ears. So I hope you enjoy it. We will be back again after a few short messages.
Today. If you get a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot. Your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdwear. It's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a buck or $5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent, and every 1000 bits or tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Oh, of course, there's no audio. 1 second, folks. I know you can hear me, but you can't hear them, and that's because everything is the worst. There you go. Try now. You should be able to hear you.
If I talk now, can people hear me?
Yep, I see the little meter moving.
Awesome! Woohoo! Welcome back. We're back. We're back for more wrestling fun. I want to do a shout out to the quite unremarkable fellow for the follow. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your follows. And we have a little bookkeeping to do because we messed up the rules and didn't read things properly. So now we're fixing it. Instead of Death Blossom winning, Ron was supposed to be the one attacked, and then Ron won by DQ. So Ron has won the match.
Oops.
We're fixing everything. Phoenix still got super kicked in the face by a kid.
Like an 8-year-old or whatever.
And it works even better, actually. You don't deserve to be Ron's friend. And we have just ended that match and are moved into the locker room as Phoenix returns.
Phoenix fucking starts building a noose for herself. Sorry, 1 moment while I get the overlay and play. There we go. What does this look like? Phoenix, yeah, she's like just hauled ass into here and like through the door, and the door shuts behind her, and she does the like back up against the door thing, and just has this like completely all the blood has drained out of her face look of just like, oh, what did I just do? Oh, that did not work out at all like I thought it was supposed to do. Okay, wait, no, this is good. This is what we wanted. I went in there. I set the ring on fire. That means that the match definitely didn't happen. Ron doesn't have to go anywhere. Death Blossom doesn't have to go anywhere. And maybe this is a fun new gimmick thing for me. I could light things on fire. I am the Firebird. This is all... And she just sits down on the bench. This is all going to work out.
Is it? And the cook says, peering out of the lockers.
The power of positive thinking, Cook.
You know, and he sits down, I've had my share of hot kitchens. I have never seen literally someone try to light a kitchen on fire.
That's not a kitchen, it's a ring. We've been over... It's a ring. I lit the ring on fire. Oh my god, I lit the ring on fire! They're gonna kill me. They're not gonna fire either Death Blossom or Ron Sterling. They're gonna fire me!
Nah, I don't think so.
Oh,
but someone might come after you.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Someone's gonna come after you. Don't know which. I have my bets.
Whatever. This is fine. This is fine. You know what? Nobody even notices I'm alive anyway. They probably didn't even recognize who was out there. Just some random weird lady with 3 colors of hair wearing my ring attire. My theme music was playing. Okay. Whatever. This is no problem. All I need to focus on right now is my camera. Hello. There we go. All I need to focus on right now is getting out there in the ring tonight and putting on a show and kicking your ass and getting that title belt, and then I'll have everyone's respect, and nothing I do will matter, because then she gets up and she like turns around and kind of gets in the cook's face, because then I'll be like you, and I can just do whatever I want, and I can go out there and run a cooking show in the middle of our wrestling show, because that makes sense. I'll be touchless, Teflon, whatever, non-stick. You can't mess with me. I'm Phoenix.
God, I really want Ron to have walked in at that moment. But,
Ron will walk in.
yes.
And go, what was that? Why'd you try and hit me and set the ring on fire and then actually hit me?
Okay, this was all... Okay, Ron, you have to understand, we're a small promotion, right? We kind of need all the star power we can get, and like, if you had like walked away from this, or if Death Blossom had walked away, like, I can't have either of you two, like, leaving. I mean, we're like a family, right? So I just kind of came in and disqualified them. It's a no contest now, right? Because like I lit the ring on fire. Like, you can't have results after someone tries to burn the place down, right, Ron? This was all a really good idea.
No.
Oh.
I had to break it to you, but I won the match because of the disqualification. Death Blossom is out.
Oh. Okay. And Phoenix starts walking towards the bathroom.
It's okay. She's a good wrestler. She'll land on her feet somewhere.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, congrats on your win.
I think that's a good place to fade out. And we come up on Death Blossom at her locker.
Death Blossom is looking at the Polaroids that are still hidden behind some towels and things that are draped in there. And she's looking at the ones between her and Vampirus. And then I think like there's another one. There's a not a Polaroid, but a recently developed photo that's like her standing with her arms folded with everyone else in the promotion on the first day of PWN opening up. Shot on one of those little disposable cameras. And she looks at it and she runs her finger over it and stops on all of the wrestlers that she's had moments with. She stops on Phoenix, she stops on the Cook, and she stops on Ron, and stares at it, and then grabs a pen, like a Sharpie out of her locker, and just like pops the cap off and just like scribbles all over Ron's face. And then she looks at her own picture and she scribbles all over her own face and throws the pen back in there and throws the picture back in the locker. Just like, okay, I have to calm down. She walks to the mirror, the bathroom. She's splashing water in her face. She gets up and then has this moment where she's like, her eyes go just dead stare. She wheels around and she just starts pounding her fist into the locker over and over and over again.
As she does this, a hand just appears on her shoulder and it's in black, but you can't really tell who it is, and then it fades out.
Yeah.
It's Alistair.
Yeah, it's Alistair.
Knew it.
Ron, you're in the training room. This is time for your Jemison Meat Sticks commercial. Are you ready?
I'm ready. So Ron is in the training room. At first, it's just his face, and it zooms out, and of course, he's pumping iron, as always. But instead of dumbbells, it's small children.
What? Wait, hang on. Things just got
weird. Things just got weird.
How has he secured these children?
I'm assuming they're middles, like not anything inappropriate. I'm assuming.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. They are pantomiming that they are also lifting weights.
Oh my god.
As they're doing this.
This is so good.
The world needs a little bit more good in it. Fight for what you believe in. Eat something that's good for you. Jemison's Meats. All natural. Farm-raised beef. Jemison Meats. It's what we eat.
That's pretty good.
That's so good.
Just the lifting kids thing. Like, oh my god. I'm just thinking like two like 7-year-olds that you're like holding them by the stomach like this, and they're just like
Yeah.
Well, he didn't describe the meat as glistening, so I feel like we've really moved forward as a group.
Okay. What is the cook doing to prepare for his match?
The cook is actually going to be
Laughing.
no. He's actually gonna be he's actually sorting the cast iron pans and puts them in nice little stacks and he's actually signing them and you see like there's like wrapping that he's signing for them, and apparently they're all cast irons to be sent out to mail order to his fans because shipping is egregious and it's going to cost a shit ton to this company. I don't know how much it's going to cost. It's going to be terrible.
That shit's usually by weight and cast iron. Not known for being light.
No.
I love that you're the asshole that just spends all the money.
It's like why do we not have money for the promotions? Oh, because the cook used it all. For what? Literally everything.
A quail egg.
That quail egg costs a lot.
God.
What is Phoenix doing to prepare for the match?
Hyperventilating. No, I think, she's reading a book, labeled, The Secret to Self-Esteem. She's highlighting parts.
Ron would like to walk in while she's reading.
Oh, sure.
Ron walks in.
I'm
Phoenix,
assuming you're in the bathroom, right?
She's sitting on one of the sinks in the bathroom.
Okay.
Yep. Ron walks in with the little 6-year-old in tow.
Flip.
Phoenix, do you have a second?
Yeah. Hi, Ron. Hi.
Little Tommy here would like to apologize for drop kicking you earlier.
Well, you know, it was a very strong drop kick, but yeah, you should definitely save that for when you are older, little Johnny, because this is only for professionals. But between you and me, it was a pretty good drop kick.
Yes, and he looked directly in the camera. Don't do this at home.
Does Johnny do that, or Ron does that?
Ron does that.
Okay, I was like, because that's a cool kid, but
Yeah.
all right.
All right, run along now. We have to talk.
Okay.
Bye, Johnny.
And as he's leaving, behind Ron's back, he just gives you a death glare.
I swear to God, I thought you were gonna say he just gives you the finger.
No, he's a kid.
He's a bad kid.
We're not gonna show that on TV. Jeez.
That's also true. We don't have enough editing for it. We don't have enough money left to even edit those out.
I wanted to wish you luck in your match tonight.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, the cook. How hard could it be, right? I just gotta.
Just avoid the egg scramble and you'll be fine.
Yeah, no problem. That's, I'm gonna. I've been working on some stuff. It's Death Blossom had some really good tapes that she showed me. Hook a thumb at the TV that's still stacked up in the corner of the bathroom. And I've been studying some things, and I feel like
You're gonna try and pull out some new moves tonight?
I've got some ideas. I've got some thoughts. Ron, why do I feel like I can't trust you, even though I feel like I'm supposed to trust you? What? I don't know where I stand with anybody in this company anymore. It's very weird, and I can't handle all these angles, Ron.
We've never changed standing. We've always been the same place. We're friends. We make mistakes here and there, but it always comes back to we were the birds of prey. We'll always be the birds of prey. There's your Phoenix.
Yeah.
I'm always going to be Vulcan on the inside.
Which not a bird, I'll note. That always confused me, but you know better than I do, I suppose. I guess.
Apparently, it's also some kind of Star Trek reference that I did not pick up on when we named the.
Right, like Captain Picard or something. I think he's a Vulcan.
That's not it at all.
Oh.
But I.
Wow, Phoenix is dumb.
She just doesn't watch a lot of TV.
So, I just want to wish you luck.
Thank you.
I don't understand why you attacked me.
It was a complex scheme.
Okay, that's fine. It is what it is. I'm not mad.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, just good luck.
Thank you.
Avoid the egg scrambler.
Egg scrambler. Yeah.
Don't think too much on it. Just wrestle.
Just wrestle. Just wrestle. Yeah. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Sorry, it's old habits, I guess.
I think that's a good place to end that scene.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just get a brief candid of Death Blossom packing up her locker. That's all we get. And then it moves to ringside with Rory and Ramiro. Oh my God, it's about time.
Ramiro, I am so excited for this match tonight. We've got the Cook, the reigning, defending AAA Mega Championship champion, taking on Phoenix tonight. Phoenix, as we all know, is a longtime wrestler in this promotion with a whopping record of 1-246. Can she add a second victory tonight?
Well, really, that's the question on the tip of everybody's tongue tonight, Rory. And despite previous interruptions into the match, there's one thing that can be said, that Phoenix usually keeps it above the belt. But the Cook, of course, pulls out all the stops continuously, time and time again, from shooting salad and fresh vegetables to hucking frying pans left and right. It's really just a complete disregard for any sort of law and order here in the ring. And that's, I think, what a lot of people are excited to see. Just the clash of two titans, the freshly broiled upstart, the Cook, and the long-standing and long-suffering Phoenix, veteran of the ring. Can they pull it off? Can we see some action here? I'm not sure, but I hope that we'll come to an exciting conclusion to today's PWN promo.
Ramiro, I'm really excited. Rumored backstage is the Cook has been working on a new move set. It's called the Flapjack Clapback. It is a counter maneuver. We'll see if he can put it into effect tonight.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see that, especially given that I've heard talk that Phoenix has been on again, off again, training alongside Death Blossom and her high-flying maneuvers. Maybe some of those will come out tonight. Maybe Phoenix will just give them the old razzle-dazzle that we all have come to know and love. It's really up in the air. But here comes Phoenix. Speak of the devil, she's coming charging down the aisle.
Yeah, and less sheepish than usual. The Phoenix steps out and she does her little down and then up into the Y, yeah, I'm a bird kind of pose, and flutters her red, black, and yellow hair behind her, and then charges down to the ring. Runs up, gets up on the turnbuckle, and it's yeah, woo, it's me, I'm here, everybody. Please don't hate me.
Are you trying to work the audience?
I'll just do my entrance, I suppose, but
okay, no, it's up to you. You can either work. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. I think she'll take a second to go. She'll go over to the ref and she's give me the microphone. That's. Okay, are we sure it's on this time? Are we? Because oh no, it's definitely on. It's on. All right, so the Cook thinks that he is hot stuff. I'm here to tell you that he is in fact cold stuff. You're too freezer burned to fight me, Cook, but maybe my heat will light a fire in the belly of everybody here tonight when I melt the belt off of your sorry hide.
Wow, Ramiro, that insult really needed to come out of the defroster a little bit early.
So are you
Yeah, a
working
little-
the
a little
audience or are you
undercooked,
cutting
but
a
we'll see how
promo?
it
I
lands.
can't tell.
That is me attempting to work the audience to pump
Okay.
them up into...
Okay.
Yes. Because I took a new move, I just realized, right, when I roll... Yeah, I took sympathetic, roll plus work instead of plus audience when you work the audience.
Nice.
Because now everybody sort of feels bad for her. Oh shit, and yet I rolled like a 12.
Nice.
Woo!
Nice.
So I get 2 momentum. Neat.
Nice.
I have 4 momentum.
Audience
Nice.
yells at you. The guy in the back's like, show us your tits.
Well, the call outs are a little raw, but thankfully it seems like Phoenix has learned how to make some sushi out of it, so the audience is really eating it up.
I will not show you my tits. Stop that.
And she's taking a stand for women's equality. Just pulling out all the stops here in the ring. But here comes the cook.
And the cook comes out. He actually has he has his chef's jacket on. He has his black shorts on the bottoms. They have the crisscross frying pans. He has the black boots with a fork and a spoon on either end. And but this time he's has the fry pan out, and you can actually see there's something sizzling in them, and they're kind of like it looks like it's really hot. There's some steam coming out of it, and one of the staff comes in with like a little glass with some brown liquid. He pours it over it, and then takes a little bit of a little match, lights it, and you see it just like a flambe. Yeah,
Nice.
going, and he's like tossing it gently, not keeping the fire going, and then he kind of blows on it just to huff it out, and then another staff member comes in with a trolley, with a bowl, and he pours the nice hot banana foster right on top of it.
My favorite dessert of all time.
Yep. And he just kind of raises his hand.
Flambe! He hit him on the flambe! Flambe!
I wanted to know. I was like, what's happening?
No, I'm excited. What the hell?
Who do you give the bananas foster to?
Oh, it's going to Ramiro and Rory for sure. And he just kind of scoots it over to them. He's like, enjoy the dessert.
Ramiro, as we get ready to watch the main course bout of this episode of PWN Slaughter, you and I will be sharing a dessert.
Just glad to have a little bit of an indulgence, but I can't say that my waistline will be forgiving me.
You would need to have a waistline for it to forgive you.
Oh, I love it.
I literally just think Johnny Bravo every time. I'm
Yeah.
like, just that whole.
Yeah, that's very true. I'm definitely working the audience for this, so
I
let's find
assumed.
out. Yeah, so I am because I already hit 4 before and I reset for the advance. So, okay. Oh, I rolled a 14 total. So there you go.
All right then.
So I get +2 momentum. Great. I'm gonna
All
need it all.
The audience goes batshit wild. They got excited for Phoenix. They're losing their ever-loving minds for the cook. Even the show us your tits guy is just like on his feet screaming at the top of his lungs. Not show us your tits, just screaming.
I tell you, Rory, I thought this audience would be a little bit gun-shy about having any kind of open and exposed flames in this ring after the last match. But no, they want to see the whole place burn down. These people don't need any water. They just want to see the roof lit on fire. And it looks like the cook and Phoenix are the perfect combination to light it up right here, right now. The only thing that could make this match any better is if Diesel were to explode onto the scene. But I think we'd all be leveled by the explosive force of such a matchup in the ring. Thankfully, that hasn't happened yet, but time will tell. The night is young. Let's see some goddamn wrestling.
Yep.
That was good.
Rory's got nothing.
Hero's like sweating. Drenched.
Eh.
Did you take your blood pressure medication, buddy?
The announcer, this match is scheduled for one fall. It is not a championship match. And the crowd's like, whatever. Between Phoenix and the Cook. That rings.
All right.
I'm going to let Phoenix start out with the control.
And we're off. Here, the main event. PWN Slaughter. Phoenix versus the Cook. We're underway.
So we kind of squaring off in the middle of the ring a little bit, kind of circling each other for a second. When I think like Phoenix kind of like tries to go in, and the Cook just sort of like stops her, just like not even like it's not even like a dignified like I'm gonna push you away. She's like kind of grabs her by the face and just like holds her out at arm's length, and she's just like doing the like I can't quite get pawing at the arm. He's just like no. And then kind of takes a step forward and like transitions that into just like this massive like choke slam and just booms me down on the ground. And just shaking his head afterwards, just like, you're not even, this isn't a thing. No, this is not a match.
Right. I'm assuming you're rolling work for this.
Yeah.
Or heat.
Pete, it's up to you.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that an amazing and memorable sequence? Maybe?
I mean, maybe?
Yeah. Sure, roll plus heat. Which, I mean, honestly, it's, my heat with you is 4, so I'm down. Then I throw all of my dice out of the dice tray, which is just, very Phoenix. So, that's an 11.
Nice.
Yeah. The plus 4 doesn't hurt. On 10 plus, you hit it great. Sure. I am going to go ahead and take my 2 more momentum. All right, got a nice grip of momentum.
Retain control.
I retain control. Yeah. So like, I hit the mat and like, I'm selling it super hard, just like, oh god, my friggin' head, and I think you start to like lean over, and like the beginnings of some horrible cooking pun start to come out, and it's like, well, it looks like you just got taught, and like my legs come around, I roll back up and grab like your head with like my shins. And then kind of like whip forward so that you like kind of go tumbling the other direction, and I like roll back and then kip back up. So like now I'm the one who's like standing up, and it's like, ha! Now you're the flapjacked one, ha! Jack. And that is definitely a roll plus work.
Yeah, that's definitely work.
Yeah.
I like it.
God. She's a mess. She's bad at this. Oh shit. I rolled a 6. That is a botch, so I botch it.
Okay.
So you give 1 momentum to the Cook. How do you counter?
What it's gonna be is, so as he's being like, as in the middle being flipped over, the Cook grabs Phoenix's legs, and so this creates like a nice little a little cartwheel effect where it ends up with the Cook sitting on his butt, but Phoenix is now like basically face planted into the mat.
Jeez.
Now what are you doing?
And he's gonna get up and he's gonna grab Phoenix by the legs, and he's just gonna like kind of whip Phoenix off to the side and try to just do a little bit of a ragdoll kind of thing. So we're gonna go with work on this one.
Phoenix
And
tries to reverse the flapjack, but now she's out of the frying pan and into the fire.
yep, I rolled a 7, so I think it's gonna be, I'll retain control for this one. And what I'm gonna do, and then what's gonna happen is, so we're gonna do it in a way where I'm thinking the Cook's gonna when the Cook releases Phoenix, Phoenix is gonna probably like toss and turn a little bit on roll down the mat, and he's gonna and eventually Phoenix is gonna stop near the edge of the ring, and the cook is going to then walk over and probably I think what's going to happen is he's going to grab one of the arms and he's just going to kind of lift Phoenix up part way and kind of just look at Phoenix and say, now we're getting for some scrambling.
She's just like this woozy, like, what? Who the bus? They hit me. What?
Yep. And so what's gonna happen is he's going to as holding one arm, kind of just use the other arm and kind of just I will say probably use his arm and smash Phoenix with on the neck area, try to and just flatten her down on the mat again.
Oh, God.
So let's see. I feel like that still worked though. So
it's either work or power, certainly, because like
yeah,
if you're smacking me in the neck, there's a chance of a risk of injury there, but like
yeah, I don't think he's gonna actively try to hurt you though.
Okay.
He's definitely just wanting to kind of soften you quite a bit. So let's see. I rolled a 12, and so let's see. So that's yeah, because we already maxed out on heat. We can't go any higher on this. So we're going to go with the +2 momentum because I needed more momentum, and so I'm imagining. So Phoenix is down on the ground again. He looks down over her. It's like, well, I think we got you tenderized pretty nicely, and I think this is where he's gonna just do an elbow drop, and we're just gonna go with work.
Phoenix is getting absolutely tenderized here by the cook. You can see why he's champion.
All right, so that was a total of an 8. What I'll do is I'll give back control to Phoenix, and I'll gain 1 more momentum. So I have right now like 5 momentum.
yeah. So I think the elbow drop comes down, and the cook kind of kicks back up, and he does the like I'm gonna grab the ropes and just do like the boot in the stomach, like just boom, 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 like over and over again.
Okay.
Eventually like kicking me out of the ring in the process, like just into like just hitting me until like I'm off the apron. And like, you know, shouting something about like, you know, it's like you shouldn't even be in my ring. Get out of my ring. Get out of my ring. You know, knocking me out, and I like fall out and tumble to the floor. And I'm kind of pushing myself back up, like trying to claw my way back up onto the apron. And I think like the count's going. And I think like the cook turns around for a little bit again to kind of just like maybe start like try to start like shilling to the crowd, just like, and have you seen my pans? They're amazing pans. And she's like slowly climbing her way back up onto the ropes, and she does this like the catapult thing of like bouncing back on the rope and then leaping up with both feet onto the top rope, and just like goes in with an elbow like into the cook's back, just like this human missile like flying at him.
All right.
Dig it.
Let's see.
Phoenix spreads her wings and she takes flight.
Does that work?
Yeah, probably. I don't think
Yeah, I'd
it's
say work.
power.
4, that is a 6 + 2, 8.
I'll go over for you on that one.
Nice.
Bring it
Oh,
to
okay.
Yeah.
Taking off like a rocket, here comes Phoenix, igniting like she tried to do earlier tonight, bringing the flame and the heat to the cook.
Just hold that over my face. That's cool. Trying to think here. Yeah, and like she like just nails it perfectly, just like boom, right back into the spear of the cook. Like the both of them go tumbling into the middle of the ring. And I think as part of that, like since they're both kind of like on top of each other, or rather they're both in a pile, and she's on top of him. She kind of like takes a second, like goes over, like grabs his leg, tries to like pull it up for the pin. Like the ref comes in and like gets like one count in, the cook just kicks out of it immediately. They both kind of roll away and like take a second to kind of like, okay, this is still a fight. This is still a match. And I think like Phoenix tries to like go in and grab him, and goes for like an Irish whip, but then the cook does the whole like, no, I'm actually throwing you. And as she like bounces off the ropes and comes back, he's just like does this like not even looking like clothesline, just to kind of like boom, like right into me.
That can be a memorable sequence, or that can be a work, whichever you prefer. It sounds fairly memorable.
Okay, now roll plus heat then. You're creative, you know.
Do I though?
I don't know. Don't tell anybody. I've never seen a wrestling show ever. Anyway.
Ever?
No, I have actually, but.
Okay, I was like, wow.
I also don't know what I'm doing. 7 plus. My God, what our heat, right?
Yeah, that puts you
That's
at
a hot 11. That's too much momentum.
This is I mean, that's what happens in a match with a lot of heat.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, oh God. Yeah, and I think, actually, no, like, I like even better, never mind, rather than, like, you put the clothesline, but then, like, you, like, grab, like, the front of my shirt, and it's, like, up and over, so, like, I'm over and, like, flat on my back, so it's like a hip toss, but you don't use, like, that hip momentum, it's arm day. I'm up and over and down, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and voluntarily cede control of the match here.
I like
Which
it.
turns out is a thing you can do.
Yep. All right. So with that, the cook's gonna kind of look over at Phoenix for a minute. It's like, you know, I appreciate somebody who likes to live off the edge, like you did today, coming in with a hot mess of a torch act. But you did it recklessly. You did it bad. You could have actually hurt someone. And I don't appreciate that. Me, of all people, who does the things I do. I'm breaking kayfabe for that.
I figured. I assumed.
Yeah.
I figured it was either that or you're turning babyface on us.
It is not time yet. It's
not
almost
time yet. Not time yet.
It's not time yet, though. Come on, y'all.
Not
We're only
time
like
yet.
5 episodes in.
We got a while. Well, okay. And that was it break kayfabe was with real?
Yes, real plus real.
Okay. I rolled exactly 10, so I get so it's exactly what the audience was waiting for, and I gained another audience, so I'm at 4 audience now.
Okay.
There
Well,
it is.
Ron, you're down to 3 audience, but don't forget you get your
You still get your fans.
your
Ron. And he's going to probably, what he's going to do is he's going to go for like a quick hug, and he's just going to kind of dip and slide and try to like slam down onto the mat with Phoenix to kind of just get her disoriented for a little bit. So, and I'm gonna say that's gonna be a little bit of heat, because it's gonna be like, you know, he's gonna like walk in with open arms, and this is gonna be like Phoenix like probably like thinking, okay, I did probably push it a little too hard, and in that moment
the
of
doubt,
like
for sure,
of doubt, it's like boom, smash, and let's go.
I like it.
Psych.
I like it.
All right, so I botched on that.
Even with the +4 heat?
I rolled a 6.
Dude.
Wow. All right.
Oh God, so you
I'm
got
okay with
snake eyes.
I'm not gonna spend. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I did roll snake eyes, so I'm not gonna spend the momentum for it, because I like the idea of Phoenix getting a chance to counter here.
Yeah, I like it. Because
So
I want to see Phoenix counter as well. So give 1
Yeah.
momentum to Phoenix, like as if y'all don't have enough.
I'm set on 10 now. I'm gonna see about burning some of that here. I'm trying to find other ways to get rid of it.
Spam your babyface move.
Yeah, spam the baby face move. It's like,
Let's see here. Yeah, So I think like as he like goes in for that hug or whatever, I'm just like, yeah, wait, what? No, and like I grab him. I just headbutt him, just like as he's like
Ooh,
coming in, just like
nice.
boom. And as he's reeling from that, I kind of like grab him by the back of the neck and like run him over to the nearest turnbuckle.
Oh,
Shove him in there, and I back up, and then just like run up and kick him like square in the back.
Ooh, like a missile kick almost. Or a drop
like
kick?
with like it's like a side kick. Like I'm hitting you
okay.
with like the lower part of your leg called. There's a word for that. Shin.
The calves? Oh,
Or
the
calves,
shin. Okay.
calves, yeah. This is like mailing you
Oh,
with, like
calves.
the calves or whatever. And like
Oh, okay.
so you kind of like boom up against the ropes, and as you're kind of stumbling back from that, I get my foot up on like the bottom rope and then like bring my other leg up and around, so I'm like it swings around you and kicks you from the front, so it's like this back kick and then swings around front kick, like just square in the chest, just boom, knocking you back down onto your ass, onto the mat.
Okay.
Just rah.
Yeah.
And I think, let's see, I'm trying to think of a good response. I want her to respond to that because it was so good. I think she goes and she finds the microphone from earlier in the match, like, or wherever. I don't know the hell a microphone lives. She starts walking around, it's like, I want a microphone. Where's it?
Someone
Somebody
gets you a freaking microphone.
give me a friggin' microphone. Thank you. I thought we were out here today to wrestle, Cook. Not here to shoot our mouths off about some nonsense. Hey, you know, yeah, maybe I'm not perfect. Maybe I screw up things sometimes. Maybe you're a cheat. Maybe you are willing to do anything and everything out here to get what you want because everyone has to kiss your butt because the cook is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Well, I'm not buying that bread, Cook.
I'm assuming you put it down very nicely.
Because you are a cheat.
Are you doing your babyface move?
No, I was looking to break kayfabe there, but like.
Oh, okay, that's fine. No, that's fine. You could break kayfabe, do that. That was also an option. I just didn't know which way you were going.
Yeah, that's all. So I'm gonna roll plus real, see how this goes.
Wow, harsh words there from Phoenix.
I'm just gonna spend 3 of my momentum. Make that a 10, because I have so much freaking momentum. And I would like some audience, damn it.
You're gonna gain an audience. Woo!
Woo, yay!
Ramiro is stress eating the flambe. So like halfway through mouthful, it's like, "That's an incredible! Phoenix is standing up for herself in such a way to call out the cook finally on his whole. Oh God, this is so good. I feel terrible saying this while he's served me this delicious dish, but finally calling the cook on his attitude, and it looks like the audience is ready for. Oh, no, the audience is ready for it."
I am gonna tell you that, as we all know, the cook is booked to win because Phoenix can't be booked to win in a singles match. So, however you want to take that to its natural conclusion, the two of you go for it.
Okay.
Absolutely. All right, so I think what she does is she pulls she puts the microphone aside, like gets up there, like pulls the cook to his feet, goes again for that Irish whip, and this time she actually like gets it, and
Right.
she leans back against the ropes to kind of get her own momentum, and does kind of like this forward cartwheel thing, to and then like lands like with her feet like up on his shoulders, but like as she does it, he just is like, what? No, grab and boom, powerbomb down,
Nice.
Okay.
and then just
I
like
like
takes
that.
that into a pin. At which point, so let's see, the finishing move roll and my roll, I don't know which one or if both go off here, because mine triggers when the opponent pins me for the win.
I
We may
mean,
do both. I'm not sure actually.
I think, yeah.
yeah. Let me see. I mean, okay. So what it could be is, all right. So I think the other way could be also, Fox could be just we can set that up, and then I do my finishing move, and then that's when it triggers your
Yeah.
finishing move.
Okay,
Yeah,
that makes
I think
sense.
so.
That makes sense.
Okay. All right. So I'll roll for my finishing move, and then what's going to be is as Phoenix got her feet up on the cook's neck, he's like, nope, we're just going to power bomb for a quick stun. And then he's gonna grab your torso above his head again, and then he's gonna start spinning you like a staff.
Oh my god, this is such a good finisher.
And
So
and that's
bad.
it's the new updated version. All right, here we go. All right, and I did roll. I rolled a 9. So
You
Yeah,
also,
I'll
have
go over.
momentum to. Oh, okay, that's fine.
okay,
Yeah.
so I finished I hit the finisher clean, and I can't gain more audience, but I did.
It's impossible.
I somehow gained more audience. I don't know how that's possible.
Is it the egg beater? Is he gonna go for the egg beater? No, by God, it's the full-blown Cuisinart. He's food processing the hell out of Phoenix. Those blades are spinning around. She's going everywhere, and it looks like the cook is finally ready to take Phoenix downtown to Flavor Town.
Huh.
You just Guy Fieri'd us. I can't believe you did that shit.
I as much as Simon did, that was good.
That was so good, but I can't believe you just Guy Fieri'd us.
Listen,
You put us
I
in
just
these
say
positions.
things. I don't think about them before I say them.
So good. No, okay, sorry, Fox. What did you roll?
Sorry, I got really caught up in what Ramiro was saying. Oh fuck. Do
You
I
can use
have
the momentum.
You have so much momentum.
I do. Okay, I actually do have enough to I can push that up to a 7. Yes, okay. On a 7 to 9, you do okay. Gain +1 momentum or +1 heat with them, your choice.
As if we don't get enough of it already.
Yeah, that's I can't quite push this all the way up to a 10, but I can push it out of the 2 I rolled.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. So I'll take 1 momentum. So I make it look good. I make it look solid.
Yeah, you did.
Just I'm recoiling and it's the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. Oh.
And
Shaking
the
your
cook,
head
the cook kind of motions for a mic and gets the mic. Says, and that's how you scramble some eggs. And he kind of raises his eyebrow for a little bit for the fans. Then hands the mic, then walks off.
It's an unbelievable reversal. I had thought that perhaps we would see Phoenix take a stand, and after it really firing up the audience, they're really eating it up. They really want to see her take a win, and it finally garnering some sympathy after struggling for all these long years. But it looks like it's just not enough for the pure amount of powerhouse that comes behind the cook's rippling muscles and that thick USGA grade slab beef that is the cook. His presence here in the ring surely puts Phoenix in her place and extinguishes her flames.
And Phoenix just laying in the ring with her hands on her face, just like.
As the sound dies down to almost silence, and you don't get silence very much, and all you get is a shot of Death Blossom pulling a suitcase out of the doors of the PWN building and into the parking lot, and followed closely behind her is Vampirus, also pulling a suitcase.
It's an everyone
And
lifetime
then-
match.
And then it goes to credits. This has been PWN Presents Slaughter every Sunday at 3 p.m. on KPTV 12. Don't forget. And then it's then at the end of it, there's Ron with a smile, a picture of Ron with a smile with like bicep. No, I think bicep trolling some kids. Support Seattle Children's Hospital. And then at the end of it, it's like, buy our merch. And then there's the merch stuff.
SoNerdwear.com!
Yeah, the Chef Zone.
Jemison Meats.
And then it kind of just goes. All right, friends.
And the 4 stoners that watch our show go like, yeah, man.
You have more audience. You
What?
have like maybe like a couple hundred stoners who watch it.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty soon we're going to get that meth head money.
Wow.
If we can work a little harder, maybe we can get Nirvana to open up.
Oh.
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 Oh. Does any of you lose a heat with anyone you didn't have a segment with?
Oh, I almost certainly do.
I had a segment with everybody, so.
Yeah.
I lose a heat with Diesel. I lose a heat
I
with
technically,
Rockman.
I technically didn't have a scene. Well, did I have a scene with Death Blossom? No.
Not really.
Not
I think
really.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So I lost a little bit more heat with Death Blossom.
Does anyone have 0 audience?
Strangely, no.
All right, cool. Well, that was a fun game. Who knows what'll happen next week? I have ideas, but I'm not telling anybody. Woo-hoo. Let's go around and talk about ourselves. I think we ended with Fox, so we'll start with Fox this time.
Oh, we always do this, and I'm never ready, and I'm never
Well,
prepared.
I like to give you time to do the rest of the stuff you have to do.
No, in helping me in one way, you punish me in another. Hey, folks, I remain Fox Barrett at Fox_Barrett on Twitter, where you can find me mostly being bewildered that I have picked up as many followers in the last handful of days as I have. I probably should tell them who the hell I am over there. What the hell am I on these days? Boof, so many things. Tuesday nights, you can catch me as part of Rift's Blood, Dirt, and Chrome. Tuesdays, 8 Eastern Time, right here on Welcome Party RPG. I'm looking through my list. Like, no, Slaughter's the one I'm on currently. Here we go. SideQuest. I'm the executive producer for SideQuest, our weekly one-shot series. Here again on Welcome Party RPG. Those run Monday nights at 9:30 Eastern Time. If you would like to participate or are curious about the show, come check out our Discord and head down to the SideQuest channel. And finally, Wednesday nights. I am part of the Hometown Heroes game that is a pre-release demo game of Hunter the Vigil 2nd Edition. I'm doing that over with the folks from Onyx Path. And you can check that out. I believe it's twitch.tv/theonyxpath, I believe is their URL. Awesome. Yeah, there's someone else here who is also part of that game, and it's going to be a laugh riot of us getting murdered. 8 o'clock Eastern Time, Wednesdays.
We're so getting murdered.
Yeah, and that's everything I'm doing right now.
Cool. Smurf.
Hi, everybody. I'm on the internet in most places at DSE_Smurf. I play a lot of D&D and tabletop RPGs on the internet. I'm a player and a DM for Dumpstack Charisma, Soul Bear RPG, and Welcome Party RPG. If it's a day of the week, I'm probably on one of those channels streaming, so check it out.
It's true.
It's true.
All right, Simon.
Hello, I'm Simon. You can find me on Twitter at Lucha Libris. You can also find some of my game design on Itch at the same address. I am here every Sunday from 3 to 6. Tomorrow I will be a last-minute addition to a 1 o'clock Eastern Time game of D&D on Scraticus Academy. We're playing with the high seas setting, so maybe some fun piracy. If you would like to listen to my dulcet tones in another capacity, you can find me as a voice actor on the Penumbra podcast, a very queer sci-fi and fantasy audio drama. You can learn more about that at the Penumbra Pod on Twitter. I'm also a LARP director. If you're in the Boston area and you're interested in playing a 1920s deco punk game about running magic hooch in a time of prohibition, you can learn more about that at attawaylarp.com. Our next event is coming up in April. Hope to see you there.
It's ATTAWAY, right?
Attaway, yes. ATTAWAYLARP.com. There it is.
Got it. Woohoo. Cool. Thanks. Jackie.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jackie, better known as Death by Mage on the internet, and you can find me on Twitter at Death by Mage, and you can also check out all my wonderful D&D and RPG goodies at the DM's Guild and also at deathbymage.itch.io. And you can also find me as well on Wednesdays for the next few weeks over at Onyx Path's Twitch channel, playing Hometown Heroes with Fox. We're all gonna die horribly.
Yep.
Yep. We're all gonna die horribly. It's gonna be great.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Cool. All right. And did you have more? You can have more if you have.
No,
Okay.
I'm good. I don't even know what I do half the time anymore.
Yeah, right? Same. Hi, I'm Kate. I go by Me in Midair on the Twitters. I am here on Sundays and also on Tuesdays with Fox in the Rifts, Blood, Dirt, and Chrome. And yeah, I'm working on some new things that I can't wait to talk to people about, but not yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I make cool things like this overlay and other things like that and logos. So check that out at meandmidairdesign.com.
Hire her.
Thanks.
Give her work,
Thanks, Jackie. Thanks, y'all.
or I'll
Cool.
bust your face.
All right. I think that's all we had for this. We want to, again, give a shout out to our sponsors, Devin Rue, the Mistress of Maps, Tabletop Loot at tabletoploot.com, So Nerdwear, it's what the nerds wear, and, of course, Roll20.
We are going to be rating Shadowcasters and networks today, so get those emotes, get those chats, get all of that engagement you can get ready to go. Just as ready as you can get it. And we're going to catch you folks next time. I don't know what this voice is. I apologize.
Loving whatever is happening.
It's pretty great. I'm going to enjoy it.
We're gonna enjoy it.
Bye, y'all. Have a great
Have a great
week.
Agreed.